Again, still taking my class at Longwood University. Still learning all about physical activity. How much physical activity should you guys be getting each day?
Remembers.
How much?
5 minutes?
No, not 5 minutes.
An hour.
Yes, an hour.
Good call.
You should be getting an hour every day. How many minutes do you guys go to PE for?
An hour. No.
15 minutes.
45 minutes.
45 minutes. Okay. So that means we can always find activities for 15 minutes to fulfill an hour of activities each day to make sure we're physically active. Okay. I heard you guys went over the 5 oceans, right? You can name all 5 oceans for me real quick. Yes.
The Atlantic, Pacific, Southern, Indian, and Arctic.
Yes. All right. Cool. All right. So basically, that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna explain the physical activity kind of later after this song, but this is kind of just like an introductory song from another school of how they learned about the 5 oceans and the 7 continents.
When it comes to class, teacher makes sure I don't fail or pass. Gotta do my part, it's the first test, and then that's the start. Get the gears in motion, gotta memorize every continent and ocean. It's Mr. M to build your confidence, go to learn all the 7 continents. Now, North and South America, Europe, Asia, and Africa, Australia, and Antarctica. The continents, North and South America, Europe, Asia, and Africa, Australia, Antarctica. The continents. When I look at my map, okay, this is what I see. Alright, a lot of blank space waiting on me. I feel in what I can, and I'm pretty sure I know it. The continents and oceans. The continent and oceans. Alright, back to the start. If you thought that's the end, here's another part. But first, it's about you. If you study, the great will probably be good. Have no fear, Mr. N is a lyrical engineer. I'm gonna tell you from the start. Don't be nervous, get ready, cause we're gonna learn the 5 oceans. Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, Arctic. Don't forget the Southern Ocean. Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, Arctic. Don't forget the Southern Ocean. When I look at my map, this is what I see. Okay. A lot of blank space, yeah, waiting on me. I've got a feeling what I can, and I'm pretty sure I know it.
A song. Do you guys like that or no?
Yeah.
You guys like it? When we play Foursquare today, though, you guys have to call out all the oceans. So, like, if I'm in one square and you're in another square, I'm gonna say Atlantic, but you gotta say a different one, okay? They can't like repeat. So if I go Atlantic, she can't say Atlantic. She needs to say Pacific. She needs to say Indian. She needs to say Southern. You can't have them repeat with another partner. But we also have to make sure that we're not repeating our own in order. So we can't all just like group up and just go around in a circle. We have to make sure that we kind of mix it up a little bit. You guys get that? Okay? So we're going to try to mix it up and we're not going to repeat, okay? Alright? So we're going to line up.
And we
nice
line
and
up by
neatly.
continents because
Okay.
we do have continent names on our desk.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, we've been doing that since day one, so they know what their continents are.
You want to call them out?
Yes. If you were sitting at
Don't peg it. Toss it. Just toss it. Don't throw it hard. So when I went over this activity and this lesson plan with my students after we were done playing Foursquare and everything, I told them how important it is to be physically active and that the point of this activity was show them how they can be physically active in a bigger environment. Now with the snow and the rain and everything, it was very, very cold weather on Friday. It was probably about 45, 44 degrees, so it was way too cold to take them outside. And it was way too busy in the gym with other, PE classes being there for me to get in there as well. And as far as the cafeteria, they were already serving breakfast and lunch for students. So we weren't able to do any of that. So we actually went into a different classroom. We went to like a science lab that students go in kind of just, to do different activities and stuff like that to make sure they're cooperative learning. So we used that room and it worked out pretty well. And the point of and so we got a bigger environment. I picked the physical activity of of playing Foursquare because it's something easy that a lot of students could do. And I figured that if I had someone in a wheelchair, that they could just try to throw the ball to someone that was like across from them or next to them. If someone was had a broken arm or something, they could roll the ball or kick the ball to the person next to them or across from them. And if anyone was not capable of throwing the ball or kicking the ball, and they were just kind of there, they could try to toss the ball. I mean, not toss the ball, hand the ball to the person next to them, just to make sure they felt included. But I didn't have any of those issues. And I wanted the kids to walk away with a sense that that they can do different activities and be really, really creative when there's bad weather like I had on Friday. I told them this is not like usually a room that you do physical activity in, but we're doing it. And so with that being said, when it's raining outside, or it's snowing outside, it's too icy, you can still find activities inside as well. And as far as after they go outside and they play sports teams and stuff like that, that there's always a need for just being physically active, at home when they're about to go to bed or about to wake up and get ready for the school day. You could do easy things like running in place, jumping jacks, push-ups, curl-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, anything like that. They can do it. The sky's the limit. They just need to be creative. And I told them how hard I worked to be creative with this activity and how much planning it took. So I think they told me they really, really, really grasped the idea of how important it is to be active, especially when them knowing beforehand when I asked them the week before how much activity they're supposed to get, and they remembered this time when I asked them again that it was supposed to be an hour. And I think that's very important for them to know, what kind of goals they should be setting for themselves as far as how long they should be active and how long they should be physically active and what they could be doing and different suggestions. And I asked the students again, at the end of my lesson, like last time, what are some activities that you do at home? Just that all the students can say their own opinions of what they do, and another opinion could strike someone else's idea or someone else's drive to want to try that. And I think it's great. I think this class and this lesson plan was really, really, really good for students just to get creative about different physical activities they can do in different conditions, whether they're physically disabled or whether it's a space issue or whether it's a weather issue, that the sky's the limit for them and they need to shoot high just so that they know, or so they can be physically active for an hour each day, and how important it is that they do that up until adulthood and further, because it can really, really, really damage their bodies if they don't. I think this was a great lesson, and I can't wait to do more. Thank you.